Well, good Friday night, friends. Mark Holmes here. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Hope everybody's having a great day. It's Friday. We are 20 days away from the Eagles game. I've been feeling a little bit down, pissed off, whatever you want to call it, with Jerry Jones and the whole Micah Parsons situation. It's like, I know that this deal will get done, but it's like all of this stuff is really just unnecessary drama that is, I can't see that it's done anything good for us. And it just literally makes you realize that we're not serious about winning football. And knowing that we're going against the Eagles team that, of course, just won the Super Bowl, that literally when they see we got a problem and a need, they go out and they try and do something to fix it. Doesn't mean it always works. You know, they've got a boatload of money and dead money, but they move on. They don't sit here and worry about, well, I paid this guy and he didn't perform. It's like, okay, it didn't work out. Let's try something else. And, you know, you kind of look at that and say, God, I wish that was us. But going on the Dan Sileo show, you know, he sent me a message today, like I said, to join the show and everything else. And it's like, I figured after 2 weeks not being on there that maybe I got canceled and didn't know it. But he's like, no, I had some big name people, you know, that had to go, you know, Jim Kelly and things like that to come on. So we kind of, you know, put you on the side burner. But no, we definitely want you in here. And I know when I go on there that it's about getting my teeth kicked in, that they are, you know, the Eagles' comments from the fans are just roasting me. Some of the things they say, it's not even human. But I go on there because it's like, you know, whatever. I'm a glutton for punishment. Maybe this will remind me that Jerry Jones is screwing us over, and maybe I won't be quite as bad because I understand what it's all about. But I have to say, I felt better after going on the Dan Sileo show about the Cowboys and their chances against the Eagles, because apparently it's not as good as what I thought it was. So I want to go and just listen to a little bit of this, because he's kind of putting it out there that this defense, there's a lot of question marks, especially in the secondary, which is going against our strength. Let's go to the tape. And, you know,
sorry.
No, that's okay.
This is where Mark, I'm going to tell you something here. You tell me if I see this number. If they start that Keely Ringo out there at corner, I think Dak's going for 300 and north of 300 yards, and I'm going to tell you why. Because here, I have record that shows this ain't a playoff game. So you could take the playoff conference.
It's not a playoff game.
It's not.
That's true. That's true.
Okay. This is not a playoff game. This is a regular season game. That guy's thrown for 458 yards against that football team in the past.
Well,
that guy's thrown for an average of 310 yards in every start that he's played as a start.
So who's their third receiver?
Jalen
Tolbert,
Kayvon Turpin.
Wait, who's your second corner, Philly?
Well, whoever the second corner is going to be on Tolbert, right? Because you figure CeeDee Lamb's in the slot. I got Cooper DeJean on him. If Pickens is outside, I'm going to put Q on him. So that would leave my worst corner with their worst receiver.
I bet that they line up CD out wide.
If they're smart,
you'll probably have him outside.
But I'll tell you what, I'll take that too, because then you're taking him out of his best position.
Okay, I got to tell you, I think the Cowboys are going to, and this is what Gary Cobb was out there at camp. He saw CeeDee Lamb out wide, and I think CeeDee Lamb and Pickens. The Eagles don't have a second cornerback. The guy that they had that was earmarked, Keely. Oh shit! Hey, get this. You ready for this one, Mark?
Okay.
He was first team 2 weeks ago, and in a matter of 2 weeks, he's not taking one rep with the first team, the second team. Now he's on the third team. They don't have a second corner.
Good.
I mean,
good.
And in the first 4 games, you've got Dak, you've got Mahomes, you've got Stafford, and you've got Mayfield. What do they all have in common? Dak has great regular season games, and this is the opener.
And can go deep.
Mahomes has won Super Bowls, and you have Stafford, who's won a Super Bowl, and you have Mayfield, who's owned the Eagles the last
Look at
3
Philly.
years.
Look at him.
So I mean,
Well,
if they don't
there's
figure
one
that
big
out,
problem with this is that the Eagles will figure out how to give that other corner help because Dallas is one dimensional. If you know a team is going to pass, and can't run the ball,
that's
I
a great
think
thing.
that it's going to hurt you.
This
You
is
know?
true. Okay, I will say
a great
this is
thing.
true. But here's the problem that you have that you haven't really had with the Cowboys before is you actually have speed. If they end up using Kayvon Turpin, he has a lot of speed that you can use in the slot. And having George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb, you basically have two number one guys. You have to either one of those two guys can kill you. Now, I think that the Cowboys, the advantage that they actually have right here, and I'm going to say I think Brian Schottenheimer is playing this wise, is they are not showing anything. It is a big mystery as to what they're going to come out. And the Cowboys' strength, of course, is going to be passing the football. Our running game, I don't know what's going to become of it. We all get excited about what happens in training camp, but that's not real football until you actually get on the field. The Cowboys are going to have to throw the football, and it's going to be Dak's arm, and that's going against the weakness of your defense.
Well,
Agreed.
it's a weakness. You guys act like that we have no good secondary guys. Come on, it's kind of ridiculous. Look, I have to agree with Mark on one thing about Dak. He's really not that great of a quarterback. I agree with Mark on that. Okay, because Mark is correct. He's not good enough to take a team that Jerry Jones put 12 wins 3 straight years. He put a team that could win 3 straight 12-win seasons, and he couldn't take them any further than that. So I think he's really not that great of a quarterback because a good quarterback would take him deep into the playoffs.
You know
And
what?
I think we have to think about Jerry Jones and the fact that maybe Jerry Jones is saying, why did I pay this quarterback gigantic money when he can't get the job done? When I
You see him deflect.
talent
Okay.
of a 12-win team,
You see what he's doing here, right? You see what Phil. This is why all of a sudden I realize the Cowboys have a chance. Is because of the way Philly 500 did not answer a single question about the strength of the Cowboys. He is going back and deflecting on 3 years of 12 wins, and Jerry Jones realized he shouldn't have. So you see that, right? He's deflecting because he's worried.
straight years. And so then you're telling me I got to be scared of him passing week 1? I don't think so.
Let me give you one little argument here, a little tad bit, okay? Over the course of the last 5 years, if we look at the quarterbacks that are in the NFC East, Dak Prescott has had to average 270 yards passing a game, okay? The next closest is Sam Howell at 228 yards. Carson Wentz had 218. Jalen Daniels, 209. The problem with the Cowboys
Jalen
is
Hurts,
they have been
190.
one-dimensional. And the thing is, much like with Tony Romo, you either win with Dak or you lose with Dak. You're not a balanced team. And in the NFL, you must be balanced. I'm sorry. It's the truth. If you become one-dimensional, it becomes harder to
Eagles
perform.
weren't balanced a year ago. The Eagles weren't balanced a year ago.
But
We were balanced 2 years. 2 years ago,
you had a
we
running
weren't
game
balanced.
that ended up bringing. Okay, in
And
comparison
you
to what
bring
the
up
Cowboys.
Wentz. I mean, Wentz went to that team won a Super Bowl, even though he
Right,
got hurt.
with 200, with a balanced team. So we know that the Cowboys have been, and probably still will be, reliant more on the pass than the run. And to make this point, that this has actually blew my mind away. Dak Prescott throughout his career is averaging 259 yards passing a game. The last 5 years, it's been 270 yards. And even with that, he's had a quarterback rating, even with the bad year, of 99.3, a TD percentage of 5.6. Thing is, you have got to be more balanced. If you could add a running game and a defense that stops the run, by comparison, Jalen Hurts averages only 190 passing yards a game and has a 93 rating. Guys, this is the case on why you need to be able to run the ball some more too. the teams that are top heavy passing the football, they're not in the Super Bowls. It's the teams that are more balanced. Alrighty, good people. We got our live stream coming up at 9 o'clock. I hope you guys can join us. And if not, maybe we'll see you on Sunday, or maybe we'll see you tomorrow. The Eagles play 1 o'clock. I might live stream some of that to follow along, see what they do. And, of course, the Cowboys are at 7. As always, I'll see you soon.